I'm Melissa Ribley, Dr. Melissa Ribley. I'm a veterinarian here at the Arabian Distance Horse Nationals here in northern Minnesota. Part of the endurance ride process is for veterinarians to be here to provide veterinary control of the horses during the event. Horse welfare and safety is of paramount importance to endurance riders and endurance ride managers and distance riders. And so with that, it's required that veterinarians be on site to periodically check the horses. And what we are there to determine is if the horse is fit to continue. And so in order to determine if the horse is fit to continue, we look at a lot of different parameters. So we'll be checking the horses prior to the ride, during the ride, usually about every 15 to 20 miles, and then post-ride. So the horse, when they come over the finish line, still needs to be presented to the veterinarians, and we need to determine if the horse is fit to continue. And then the other reason that we're here is for emergencies. If a horse has an accident or needs urgent care or medical care at the ride, we're prepared to provide that as well. So things that we're looking for in these horses, one of the main criteria is their heart rate. Their heart rate tells us a lot about how hard they're working. And so their heart rates will be checked. We'll watch the horses trot to make sure that they're sound. So horses that are not meeting a set heart rate criteria or that are not sound when they trot out are eliminated from competition. And fortunately, we tend to have a pretty high completion rate. We don't have to, fortunately, eliminate very many horses, but when we do, it's for the safety and welfare of the horses, and the riders really understand that. Because really most riders here have their horses' interests at heart. They really want to take good care of their horses. And so that's what we are here to do, is to help them with that and facilitate a safe ride. The veterinarians want the riders to finish, but we want them to be safe out there. And so then we'll check other things. We'll be looking at their backs to make sure they're not getting saddle galls, saddle sores, checking their legs for any scrapes or wounds. And then we'll be checking their hydration status. Are they eating and drinking well? So we'll be looking at their mucous membranes, their gums, and that tells us a whole picture of the horse and how they're doing. First, we'll talk about the exams during the ride. So when horses arrive back at the vet check, most vet checks are back in camp where the horses started, but there are a number of rides where there's what are called out checks. They may be out on the trail. So when they arrive at the checkpoints, the veterinary checkpoints, they have 30 minutes to meet a heart rate criteria. And if they don't, then that's an automatic elimination. Because the normal exercising horse will meet a heart rate criteria of generally 60 beats per minute within 30 minutes of stopping exercise. So if these horses are not recovering to 60 beats per minute within 30 minutes, there's something going wrong. And those horses are automatically eliminated, and then they're looked at more closely to figure out what's going on with them. So that's during the ride. After the ride, the same parameters hold. They have 30 minutes to meet a heart rate criteria. Generally, it's 60 to 64 beats per minute because we've determined through many, many studies that that's the heart rate a healthy horse should return to after exercise, after stopping exercise. And then these horses have a full 1 hour after they finish the ride to present to the veterinarians for their completion exam. And the completion exam is really a repeat of the exams that we've been doing during the day. Again, we're checking their backs, watching them trot, but they do have a full 1 hour to present their horse to us. The additional exam that we'll do after the ride, it's kind of a special add-on bonus award, is when these horses are done with the ride. There's 10 horses. The first 10 horses to cross the finish line can be presented to us to judge for best condition. And what that means is the veterinarian looks at all 10 horses to see which horse they believe to be in the best condition. Meaning, if you had to get on this horse and ride out of town fast, what would be the horse that you would pick to do that on? And so that's what we're looking at. What horse just looks to be in the best condition after finishing the ride. So we score the horses. There's a score sheet, and it's on a scale of 1 to 10. And so we'll again be looking at things like, are they hydrated, are they sound, what's their heart rate looking like. In addition to that scoring, however, for best condition, there's 2 other factors, and that's the weight the horse carried, and that's rider weight with tack, so they're all weighed with their tack, and then their riding time. So the faster you went, you get more points. The more you weigh, you get more points. Because clearly the horse that's gone faster has worked harder, and the horse that's carried more weight has worked harder, so we give them extra points for that. So we combine their horse score, their weight score, and their time score, and then that horse is awarded best condition. And that's really a coveted award. I mean, that's what a lot of riders really go for, sometimes even more than first place, because it's such an honor to win best condition. So, endurance riding is open to all breeds of horses. And even though Arabs tend to be the majority of they overrepresent the horses here, I would say probably 75% of the horses here are Arabians. We do see a number of other breeds. We'll see Tennessee walkers, we'll see a number of gaited horses. There was even a few mules here today. There was a couple of ponies. So we've seen a vast variety here of breeds. We see Morgans, Akeltekis. So just know no matter what breed you have, we even saw Friesian here. So no matter what breed you have, I'd encourage you to come try it out, because horses are pretty adaptable to this sport, and horses love it. They really just love being out on the trail, so much more so than going around in a ring. And generally these horses do well. They're healthy horses, and so don't be afraid of your horse having trouble out there. The horses just seem to naturally do really well on these trails here. So I'd encourage anyone who's interested to give it a try, no matter what the breed. And it's a lot of fun. It's just a great way to see a lot of country, because you'll go on trails that you would never otherwise see, likely on foot or in a car. And we have rides all over the country in Canada. So gosh, there's just so many wonderful, beautiful places you can see on horseback. So I'd encourage you all to give it a try. All right, now again, I'm Dr. Melissa Ribley. I was really excited to be here this weekend at the Arabian Distance Horse Championships, and I really hope to see some of you out here on the trail soon.